Hello. This is a video on how to use the Liberty Reports module. Liberty has a number of reports you can run to manage your store more efficiently, from end-of-day reporting to sales history by item. Many people operate under the mistaken belief that running reports might somehow harm the information in their system. This is incorrect. Reports only look at the data contained in the system, they don't change it. The information is then put into a format that makes sense. Gone are the days of having to print out your reports, as anything that happens financially sales-wise in your store can be recalled digitally. There are two ways to access the Reports module. You can click on the Reports button at the very top of your inventory module. Or, you can click on the Reports menu option and then click on Full Reports. From here, we have many categories of reports we can choose from. We are going to start with what more stores consider to be the most important report: the Sales Detail Report. Click on the End-of-Day Reports category. Then click on Sales Detail. From here, if we hover our mouse over the sample object, we can see what the report will look like. We then have our criteria area where we can filter the report based on what we want to see. You can add more criteria by clicking the Add More Criteria button. Make a note: you can read about what the individual filters are doing by looking at the filter description underneath each criteria. Then you can checkmark any criteria you would like to filter the report by. For this example, we are going to make sure that sale/posted date is selected, along with sales status and terminal ID. We are going to start with the sale/posted date criteria. We can drop down the filter menu and select what time span we would like to run the report off of. Apart from today, the one that offers the most control is the custom option. Once the custom option is selected, we can type in the starting date and then the end date. Now we can move on to the sales status. With the sales status criteria, we can specify the types of sales we are interested in seeing on the sales detail report. Examples include finished sales, finished layaways, finished web sales, and even suspended sales. Next, we have our Styles area of the Reports module. This allows us to color-code specific areas of the report like the header, detail, and footer areas. These can sometimes help you determine the different parts of the report you are looking at. Under Other Options, you have Suppress Detail Info, Suppress Group Header, and Suppress Group Footer. These options help you remove specific parts of the report from being viewed. For example, if you were to checkmark all three of these options, you would only see the summary page, instead of the individual sales and payments that are associated with said sales. The suppression options of the report are a very powerful tool that help you see just the information you want to see. New Page After Group is not used very often for the sales detail report. It is used in other reports if you want to separate each account so that their information is on a separate page. Very useful if you want to print out a separate page per consignor and hand it to them as they come into the store. Once you have built the report you like, you can then favorite it by clicking the Favorite button at the top of the Report module. From here, you can specify the name of the report as well as placing it into a specific folder. You can then click the Favorites menu option to recall the favorited report. The cool thing about favorited reports is you can still change the filters for the criteria you attach to the favorite. Finally, when you are done selecting all your criteria and setting up your filters, you can now preview the report. Once the report comes up, you can move to the next page or go to the last page by clicking the right arrow options at the top. If the report is only a single page, then this will not do anything. You can also specify what exactly you want to print by clicking on the printer icon at the top. Here you can specify what page you want to print. Once done here, you can print your report. This was a video on how to use the Liberty Reports module.